everybody for being here today. I think I probably don't need to set out the importance of the social economy. It's been well covered and everybody in this room already knows it. But I just want to talk a little bit about the combined authority and a little bit just about our role. Obviously, we can't just make a social economy appear out of nowhere. Our role is to help create the conditions and take the actions that allow the organizations that are representative here today to get on and grow the way that they want to do. We really see that as our role, which is an enabler more than anything else. And what we're trying to do is on the basis of the work that the Social Economy Task Force produced. So it was a group of experts from within the social economy who helped us by identifying what they thought the conditions were needed in order to see the sector grow. So we do this in consultation with the sector. We keep putting our plans back through the sector. I think it's really important that it remains a plan designed by and for and tested in its impact by the sector, not by the combined authority. So that's part of why it's so important to have everybody here today. But there are 10 aspects of that ecosystem, and I thought it would just be helpful to set out those 10 things that is where we are involved. So first is policy, because as the mayor has said, it's got to set the priorities and make the decisions, and it's got to reflect the importance of the social economy. So having that link back into the policies that we set regionally is hugely important. Business skills, and again, we've already covered a little bit the link to the skills work that we do through the combined authority, but to join that up with social economy organizations to make sure that people have the skills and confidence that they need to grow the sector. And we're currently running a program now for 155 organizations. And as we got to the halfway point, they were saying that they're just over 50% uplift in their trading income, and they've created 100 new jobs. That's really important, making sure that the organizations are able to grow and deliver the kind of jobs locally that we've already been talking about today. Finance, and trying to address some of the barriers that exist around social investment and to make the products that the sector needs in order to work with the social investment providers. So again, the role is really to provide a link there to make sure that that access to finance and expertise is there for the sector and for the sector to continue to grow. Providing markets and the links to the markets. And again, a lot of the people in the room here today will be absolutely instrumental in that to make sure that we develop the supply chain. We support the public and the private sectors in trying to develop markets for social enterprise. Procurement, this is massive, trying to think about the way we spend public sector funding to make our contracts more accessible and purposeful, and how we apply the Social Value Act. Even just at the combined authority, we have a huge purchasing power through our procurement. Contracts available to everybody in a way that gives everyone a fair chance in order to get funding through the combined authority. It's really big, and it's a really challenging part of what we're trying to do. Places, again, we've heard a little bit earlier about some of the investments that we've made in 9 places, so both across all 7 of our metropolitan authorities, but then additionally in Birmingham, where we're beginning to see the fruit of some of that investment through signposting, through advice, through peer support and partnership working, and we're grateful to the Commonwealth Games Legacy Funding for allowing us to do some of that direct investment. Raising the profile. Obviously, we've got a whole week set out, an amazing set of activities. But again, that's a huge bit of what we're trying to do. We want to help you with marketing and communication and raising the profile of the social economy. Partnerships, I think we've already talked a lot about, but how we build that social economy so it can operate at scale. Education. So if we're going to grow the sector, we need to think about where that workforce is going to come from. So the social economy, as we've heard already, employs over 30,000 people. So if we are successful and we double the size of the social economy, as we're talking about wanting to do, how are we going to make sure that we've got the skills in the sector to help grow the social economy sector? What is that outreach program going to be into schools? How do we raise awareness with young people? And already hear some good work going on in this building as we sit here today. And then finally, subsectors. So how are we going to invest in those other areas that are part of your ecosystem to help bring them together and deliver better together? So working through the Commonwealth Games legacy funding, which again, we're delighted to have had in our partnership with Power to Change, we've been able to start down this road, but there is much to do, and it features hugely in our ambitions for our combined authority and for our region, and therefore we're really grateful today for everyone who's in this room, who's helping us to grow and drive and change the sector, but really proud of Charles and the work that we've been able to do through the combined authority, and we're optimistic that through further devolution we'll be able to do even more with you. So thank you very much. Thank you.